Hi BookTube, it's Janet, and today I've got a book haul for you, but it's slightly different. If you've seen my previous videos, you know that I've been in a bit of a reading slump throughout September, and so I was having a look at what sort of suggestions there would be to get out of a book slump, and asked for your comments as well. So one of the things that was suggested was to go book shopping in an actual real bookshop, and despite my reading slump, that still obviously appealed to me. So this is the book haul that I went to Waterstones in the Trafford Centre in Manchester. So I'm just going to pull them out the bag and show you what grabbed me as I wandered around. I went in without any sort of preconceived shopping lists or anything like that. I just went in and grabbed what took my fancy. So the first one I've got to show you is The Wolf Wilder, and this is by Catherine Rundell, and this is it's a children's book, but I absolutely adore wolves and anything to do with them, and just the cover itself looks absolutely beautiful. So the back, it says, "Once upon a time, 100 years ago, there was a dark and stormy girl. Her name was Theodora. This is her story." I'm sorry if you can hear cats meowing in the background. I've just come downstairs this morning and they're crying for the breakfast. I will feed them as soon as this is done. So this sort of, just those few words describing the story and the girl is absolutely appealing to me, and it's got absolutely beautiful drawings all the way through. Absolutely stunning, beautiful. So I'm really keen to read that one. So it's just sort of piqued my interest. It just has revitalised my enthusiasm and excitement to pick up something again, because I've been really finding it hard to stick to anything at the minute. I'm just picking up loads of books here, there and everywhere, and they're just not grabbing me. So the book shopping expedition was really like therapeutic for me, I think. The next one I picked up is a non-fiction book, and I actually saw this on a Book Olives channel and it totally intrigued me, and this is The Soul of an Octopus by Cy Montgomery, and it is actually about octopuses or octopi. I'm not sure how the plural is, and I think it's just all about the life cycle of octopuses, in particular ones that this author had got to know and study. And as I went to the counter in Waterstones, the guy on the counter said, "That's absolutely brilliant, it's heartbreaking, you'll love it." So it was a really good recommendation. So I'm really intrigued to find out about this, because this is a creature that the only sort of concept I've got of octopuses is Ursula the Sea Witch in The Little Mermaid, and you know, probably that's not the best representation of an octopus, so I could well do with some education on that. The next one I've got is The Reader on the 627 by Jean-Paul Didier-Laurent. This is a translated French novel. Apparently this has been a really sort of international bestseller, and it grabbed me initially because it's The Reader, so it's obviously got books at the heart of it, and one of the quotes on the back, it says it's similar in the look of feel to Amélie, and now I absolutely love that film Amélie. And the back, it says, "Guylain Vignoles lives on the edge of existence. Working at a bulk pulping factory in a job he hates, he has but one pleasure in life. Sitting on the 627 train each day, Guylain recites aloud to a rapt audience from pages he has saved from the jaws of the pulping machine. But it is when he discovers the diary of a lonely young woman, Julie, a woman who feels as lost in the world as he does, that his journey will truly begin." And it just sounds like an absolutely lovely read, so I'm really keen to get onto that one. The next one I got, it's covered up by a sticker. It's called Radiance by Catherine M. Valente, and I do believe this is a fantasy book, but the cover is absolutely beautiful. The sticker will be coming off. I absolutely hate stickers on the front of the book, but obviously it was buy one get one half price, and that was sort of one of the influencing factors to picking it up. But I've never read any Catherine M. Valente, and I've heard really great things about this author. And I absolutely love, it was totally sucked me in, this cover. And it says, "Severin Unk, daughter of a world famous film director, has inherited her father's love of the big screen, but not his gothic style of filmmaking. Instead, Severin makes documentaries, artful and passionate and even rather brave, for she is a realist in a fantastic alternate universe, in which the solar system contains all manner of creatures, cults and colonies. For Severin's latest project, she heads to the watery planet of Venus to investigate the disappearance of a diving colony there, but something goes wrong during the course of their investigations and her crew can come home without her. All that remains of Severin are fragments. Can these snippets of scenes and shots, voices and memories be pieced together to tell the story of her life and shed light on the mystery of her vanishing? So it's sci-fi, it's a bit of a thriller, it sounds really, really interesting, so I'm very keen to get to that one. And even like the spine of the book is absolutely gorgeous. It's just beautiful all the way around. The next one I've got, these are sort of like as I'm pulling them out the bag, I can't remember exactly what order they're in. But this is Do Not Say We Have Nothing by Madeleine Thien, and I do believe this has now been shortlisted for the Man Booker Prize. This is an absolutely gorgeous book. It's got the French flaps and everything, and I do believe this is set in China. I'll just read you the blurb on the back of this, or the inside flap of this. It's in Canada in 1990, 10-year-old Marie and her mother invite a guest into their home, a young woman who has fled China in the aftermath of the Tiananmen Square protests. Her name is Ai Ming. As her relationship with Marie deepens, Ai Ming tells the story of her family in revolutionary China, from the crowded tea houses in the first days of Chairman Mao's ascent to the Shanghai Conservatory in the 1960s and the events leading to the Beijing demonstrations of 1989. It is a history of revolutionary idealism, music and silence, in which three musicians, the shy and brilliant composer Sparrow, the violin prodigy Zuli, and the enigmatic pianist Kai, struggle during China's relentless cultural revolution to remain loyal to one another and to the music they have devoted their lives to. Forced to reimagine their artistic and private selves, their fates reverberate throughout the years, with deep and lasting consequences for Ai Ming and for Marie. So I think that sounds absolutely brilliant. I am old enough to remember quite vividly the Tiananmen Square massacre. I remember seeing it on the news, and so this period of Chinese history is really appealing. I'd like to sort of find out more about it, and I think that the story of the interweaving lives, and it sounds absolutely fantastic. So there's that one. And the final one I've got to show you is Gemina, and this is by Jay Christoph and Amy Kaufman, and this is the follow-up to Lumina, which I know has been incredibly popular on BookTube, and so I probably don't need to say much more about it than that. Took me a while to get into Lumina, but when I did eventually sort of get maybe to past the first third of it, I really got sucked in, really enjoyed it, loved all the twists and turns. I love the way that it's written, because it's written quite differently to your average book. It's sort of a dossier of documents and transcripts of things and diagrams, and I really like that way it was done. The only thing that bothers me, and you can see it on that page, is they blank out swear words, and it's like, for the love of God, I'm old enough to realise what's in there, and I end up spending like time pausing over the blocked out bit to work out what the swear word was. So it's like, really, you know, if you're going to put them in, don't block them out. All that, just leave them. It just bugs me. It's a pet hate. So this is my post-slump, I hope, book haul to get me relaunched back into reading. As I'm just going through these books again, I'm getting really excited about reading them. They're all really, really appealing. I'm not entirely sure which one I'm going to read first now, because they're all sounding fantastic. So hopefully I will be back with a wrap up very soon post-slump of, you know, what has got me back into reading. And slumps are just one of those things. I tend to get a slump at least once a year, and I find them very frustrating, and probably one thing I've learned from your comments is that they happen. Don't get frustrated, just ride it out, it will pass, and I know it will pass. And I'll just introduce you quickly to Shelley. This is the one, if you have heard it, responsible for all the background noise, and I'm going to go and give him his breakfast now, because He's hungry and he's beautiful and Mummy loves him. So I'll go and give him his breakfast now. So I'll see you all soon. Keep reading. Bye.